Hey guys, this is John again. Um, Today I drew the past lives card for my meditation for the day, and it was definitely a really interesting card to draw. Um, wasn't exactly it was a very interesting read, but I don't exactly agree with everything this book has to say about it. I'll just give basic overview of what it says. Basically just says that past lives are that it's difficult to reach a state of meditation where you can actually like understand a past life that you've lived and like have all of the events flood into your brain of that life. And it also mentions that it's important to not get caught up fantasizing about past lives that you could have lived, and um, to be more focused on the karmic patterns that it has to offer us when thinking about past lives. What I don't agree with, though, is the fact that they call it past lives. I think it's more of an eternal life, an eternal connection, because, consciousness, universal consciousness, and eternal consciousness is outside of time. It's infinite, so because it's infinite, there's no reason to call it past lives. I think eternal life is the more appropriate term to use when thinking about this. However, um, that's really all I disagree about with it. But I think that it's also like important to really meditate on life overall, like the entirety of life, of a life, and could be equally useful to try and channel other life events um, that could have happened in another life. That someone else has either lived, or maybe it's someone you know or whatever. But it's just, I think it's really crazy that I drew this card today, though, because I was actually thinking about a moment that I had at an Electric Forest Festival where I felt like I was being merged with another life that I had lived. It was like I felt like my soul was just expanding and absorbing knowledge that I did not receive at any other point in my life. Like it was like new, fresh knowledge that was just being given to me from the divine flow of energy, and you can call that whatever you want to call it. Living a past life or whatever, but I think it's just the eternal connection providing energy and providing knowledge about life. And I actually had that flashback today when I was looking at taking this new pill Adium that my friend was talking about. And so yeah, it's just crazy because when I was looking at the bottle of the pills online, that's when I had the flashback moment to Electric Forest Festival, as if I had seen that bottle in a vision or something at Electric Forest Festival, telling me that I was going to end up taking it and it was going to benefit my life immensely. So I'm really excited to try it out because I feel like it's going to help me out a lot. But that's just one example of of the relation I see from what this book has to say to how it applies to my life, even though I kind of look at it a little bit differently than they do in the Osho Zen tarot book. But it's really all the same. I mean, the Buddhists think of it as past lives, Christians think of it as eternal lives. Make it your own. I look at it as an eternal connection to the universe that I can pull information from, and sometimes that information is so profound that it just overwhelms me. Because there was also another moment at Electric Forest Festival where I basically saw my entire life start to finish play out in front of my eyes like a movie, and of course I couldn't comprehend all of it. It happened in a matter of minutes, but it was like there, and it happened, and I get flashback moments and deja vu moments all the time to that because I saw it, especially really critical moments in life. Every time I have a critical moment that I know is going to like substantially change my life or make a really solid difference in my life, it brings me back to that place at Electric Forest Festival where I had that vision. So yeah, it's really was really the topic for the day. If you enjoyed listening, of course, this is also important for me because it's good for me to come back to it and like revisit state of minds that I'm experiencing. That's why video technology is so amazing. I can just record myself and come back to it later if I need to. Anyway, y'all have a great night. See you later. No, stop the video. Stop.